Aho! Aho, Mitikui Oyasin. Hello, all my relations. Assalamu alaikum. Shanti, Shanti. Aho, Ho'oponopono, Jai Bhagwan. Namaste. Ciao, ciao. Us. 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 Sana, sana, sana. Pura, pura, pura. Limpia, limpia, limpia. Limpia espiritu. Limpia espiritu. Sana, sana, sana. Hello, Nathaniel. I just learned that the name Nathaniel is actually in scripture, and I'm pretty sure is either an apostle or disciple, and I'm not sure the difference of those two things. But the name Nathaniel has been taught to me in that way in the last week. So thanks for entering and saying hello to remind me that I have so much left to learn. Hello! I don't think I can say your name. Is it Diogo? Diogo? Jackie! Hello! Hello, hello! Ay! You guys, I just saw a chiropractor for my first time. Oh my god. It was amazing to get cracked. It's a very unique experience. And it actually brought relief to my neck. I'm still like, you know, integrating after that first adjustment. But I will say it was a positive experience, mainly because, like, I'm not sure if I would call it the doctor or the physician. I'm not sure if that counts for a chiropractor. But practitioner, okay? So the practitioner, like, his energy, super positive, super uplifting, almost like meeting Tony Robbins or having some kind of like motivational speech therapist, like having someone like that, like coming from that presence of just total acceptance and like no judgment, you know, it's just, that's what added to the experience, you know? And man, it felt amazing. I see there's a lot of comments coming in. Let me try to catch up. Thank you for the love of my videos, Tony. Thank you, Tony. That's a very nice comment. Thank you, thank you. Good evening, Joseph. And hello, Daniel. Hello, Nathaniel, you say? Today I am actually in like these new awesome yoga pants. This is also a holy day gift from my awesome mom. I normally probably wouldn't pick something like light pink and purple. It's kind of like super girly, but I will say on the bright side, it's got this super awesome pocket, and that pocket is so awesome. Especially like if you're running and you're actually utilizing the pants. But I got that and just like a regular sports bra, you know, yoga clothes, some yoga, something comfortable. The water's a little too hot, but it's also like just right. Let me submerge for a second. I have the need to work on my pranayama, and being in the hot water is a lot harder to hold my breath. So much harder because it's speeding up my heart rate, and like blood flow is, I want to say, maximized. I'm not sure if that's actually true. Does your blood pressure or like does it go faster in hot water? Question. I don't know, but it's definitely harder to hold my breath. And sometimes I like that challenge. I also like the hot water because it's like kind of opening all my pores. And like that feels good. Cool. I'm younger than 35, so your narrative of saying only people over 35 know who Tony Robbins is not true. I am your confirmation, disconfirmation, or disconfirming experience perhaps is the more accurate term to use. I'm tempted to add some cold, just a little cold. I'm not trying to do product placement, I swear. Yeah. Yee-hoo! Oh, the comments, see? We think that we know everything, but really, deep down, we must realize that we must not depend on our own understanding because we know not. And we are not to be prideful and forget this, but to find humility and humbleness and happiness in being foolish or young or naive or not knowing. It just leaves so much room for growth, right? It leaves us still in that place of being a child. No matter how old you are, you could be 100 years old and there's still something you never tried, like skydiving, or maybe writing nonstop for an hour, even if your body or brain is saying no more to write, you just write, I can't think of anything else to write, and now this is coming up, I'm irritated that I'm writing, or there's a lot of play energy there. But I love to have that thought, especially when I am prideful and I think that I got it all figured out before the universe or God puts me in my place and I have to learn, oh my God, I thought I knew how to handle this, but I don't really know how to handle this. It's just a process. And I think that's like the most beautiful part of it, that it's just a process, It's like baby steps. It's not about a destination. It's kind of like the integration and the flow, and not putting any conditions or rules or like frames or picture or idea what that looks like, and kind of giving ourselves permission to kind of just be, without someone saying I'm bad, you're ugly or wrong. The narrative, right? The storyteller, the ego, the talker in your brain. I am going to answer some of these questions. My longest breath hold. I've recently done a video. I did a long time ago a video saying like, at Trina Mason, how long can you hold your breath? And it was like kind of answering that through the video. However, I think I've beat that record at this time. I can't even remember what that record was. Like maybe it was 2 minutes and 30 seconds or something like that. And now I'm at like 3 minutes. And I would love to keep pushing that. To have that kind of self-control. I find that to be so healing and empowering. Maybe I have this desire that says I have to go, I have to do this, I have to do that. But having like discipline or like the ability to tell myself no when I'm like acting on impulses, that can be helpful. And to answer the other question, let me see. I am going to be doing more underwater YouTube videos, of course. The whole name of this channel is I am an aquaphile, so duh, I am a water lover, and I'm here to share my love of the water. And I will say, in case you haven't put it all together, I am no longer living in the state of Florida, which means going outside and into the pool and natural clear waters that are open, ocean, scuba diving. All of those things are kind of, I want to jokingly say, watered down. Okay? Or like, should I say dried up? Because like that joke. So that's that. And trust me, a part of me is totally dying and completely unhappy from not having open water to just completely be free and, be crazy, or just kick and swim and move your arms and just have total space to just move like that. Like that feels so good. There are places here like public pool areas like Arihana or like something like that. If you're local, maybe you know the name, but like YMCA, you know, places like this. However, did you know at these public facilities, it is against the rules to hold your breath? How am I supposed to play and be underwater if it's against the rules to hold your breath? I understand the legalities and like, what's the other word? Liability, okay? However, I still totally love being underwater. And I will admit, another thing I've noticed about myself is I am way more in love with running waters, like oceans, streams, rivers, lakes, natural bodies of water, not just like a still pool with like chemicals in it and things like that, you know? However, I can't lie, there is totally a benefit or like a luxury that comes from not having to look for what's in the water or like have any worries or like feel like you need a mask, you know? So being in the pool is kind of like a more controlled environment, you know? So that can be fun for breath holding because when you don't have like the water moving or like things like that, you still have like the pressure of the water, and depending how deep you are, that can also change how long you can hold your breath. And sometimes it's a job to go down unless you have like weights or something like that. Then you can easily sink to the bottom of the floor or ground or the body of water that you're in, and then begin your process of I wonder if there's a word that's like pranayama, but it's like for holding your breath. Or does pranayama still count if you're holding your breath? I have so many questions that cannot seem to be answered all the time. Ah, beautiful, 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 beautiful. The best way I can answer the questions that are here now is by answering in full sentence, because I believe once I am no longer live, the format of the video kind of looks different. From my understanding, I could be wrong. I don't know that if you go back and watch someone's old live video, if you can see the comments there. So based on the fact that I don't know, it just feels more appropriate to answer in full sentences. Total aquaphile question, by the way, super dork question. Aqua dude question, right? I have worn shorts in the water, the bath, the ocean. Of course, there's probably like no form of outfit that I have not gone into the water with. And you know, my narrator or my talker in my brain can try to give you a story. Why do I like being in the water with my clothes on? But like, from what we know about consciousness, it's understood that this talker is kind of like a liar. Like, it's not telling the truth about what reality is. And in addition to that, it's like a confabulator. Perhaps confabulation is a better term to use, because we're kind of like making stuff up and then we don't really know that we're lying, you know? Or you can say something simple like it feels good, or it's a sensory motor complexity, and my diversity in my brain kind of allows the cells or my body to enjoy the texture and what it feels like, and how the clothes, they change, like what it feels like to be in clothes regularly versus like what it feels like to dunk your pants or your shirt into the water, and like kind of just watching that you could say that chemical reaction, right? Or your clothes absorbing the water, stuff like that. Flower swim dress. Oh, I think I know which dress you're talking about. That's a one-piece suit. That is definitely a inspirational piece for me, especially from that time period of my life, like where I had that short hair and things like that, if you're picking that one. Your commentary, the commentary. You can ask the question, Decky, you have permission. All water lovers are welcome here. This is our family, our place. It's like our ceremony room. Guess what I can do today that I can't normally do if I have chemicals? I need to practice so like I can be on my back and eyes open and no holding my nose. But if I don't have enough water in the tub, or if I'm not deep enough underwater, it's really hard to like position your face so that way water doesn't come in through your nose, and that you can while laying on your back. Like if I'm sitting up, I can hold my breath without holding my nose all day long. But like this, it's like almost impossible. It like, I'm sure there's techniques or videos on how to do this, but I'm not very skilled at this right now. Not at all. Let me catch up. Someone's like, bro, more underwater videos. I know. I'm like, you supply the location or the plane ticket and I will dive. I will gladly scuba dive the Galapagos, the Bahamas. Like I will scuba Dubai, Egypt, all these places. I would love to scuba dive, especially if I can have the hookah and have no scuba equipment on my body and I'm just like free to roam. Like that is my optimum in the water. Total optimum. Someone's like, you gotta join the polar bear club. Should I name you? Should I say Scott said that? I'm not sure how we should play here in this live stream today. Polar bear club. My ego is like super no way to that Wim Hof stuff. However, I have had personal experience where like trauma or memories and just energy or feelings, whichever way you choose to paint language to that, like I have recovered or remembered, like literally remember, like brought back together all the pieces of me or something like that, like from a cold water treatment, from an ice treatment actually. It's called an ice bath technically, but it wasn't like a bath full of ice, so I'm not sure if that's really the right language to help give you a visual. But oh my god. Very, very powerful to use that, you know. Very, very powerful. I would love to record one of those ceremonies for you just because it is so beautiful. It really is. It's also kind of like you could say spiritual or private kind of thing, you know, but also I am willing to kind of like expose that part of my life or that part of my healing journey with my taita, you know, like I'm open to sharing that. I totally have past videos of that. However, like those ones I am keeping separate, but I will gladly make one just for this. Next time I am in Florida, or maybe like 3 times from now. I'm not really sure what the future holds for me. Bruh, the comments. So yeah, you've already said once the borders are open and the restrictions are loosened, I can travel to British Columbia, which is like so full of so many things that I would love to be a part of. There is a halal shop, like a whole shop dedicated to just meat that is halal. There's ibogaine. It's like a sacred medicine ceremony, particularly used in Africa normally for a rites of passage. And it is a hallucinogenic experience that lasts about 3 days, sometimes longer. And they have these there, totally open to the public. Just come on in. Ceremony right there. And I'm so close to British Columbia. There's also a Hare Krishna temple there. The closest one here is Seattle, which is 2 hours away. There's just like, I don't know, supposedly it's like a really, really big area or like a big city. So I don't know, I've never been there. I've only been to the part of Canada that is like near New York, like that side of it. And I went there for, what is that called? Niagara Falls. I brought my mermaid tail there and took some pictures and went on a wild adventure as always. Hey, that is a good point. A good point you have there. Let me try to catch up because I feel like I'm super duper behind. I would love to go cross country and look for different waterfalls. I do love natural water. Oh, thank you, Scott, for telling me you can see the live comments on the replay. Thank you. Mike, yes, this is my natural habitat. I miss my swim videos too. I need to go diving. I miss diving. Don't get me started. Definitely miss that. Ha. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that you have the condition. I don't even like saying the word. We should invent like another word that means that word for my channel. I thought of something, but it's probably not right. I wanted to call it the runs. But like there has to be something better to nickname that, you know? Something just for that. I need like a name for something unseen and causes damage. Excuse me, I know you're uncompassionate. I'm also just trying to be like light around the situation. Maybe find a way to like laugh about it through the suffering, you know, even though it's obviously kind of scary and according to the media, death threatening, right? Hey, Space Gazette, I totally had the idea of like doing this thing where like we can make an agreement or say like, okay, when we go live, we're all gonna get into the office together. And then like we'll all be like doing what I'm doing. And like in some level we'll all be in the same office. Like everyone get into your bathtubs right now. With all your clothes on. Make sure your pockets are empty. Be careful of every risk and danger. You might need to ask an adult what is dangerous in regards to getting in the tub with all of your clothes on. Maybe they'll tell you, don't bring your phone in there. Or certain rules, right? There's rules. I hear that all the time. I hear that all the time. I'm not always this like super positive, and honestly sometimes like you could say like the dark moments, like this is the only option, you know what I mean? Like if you accept defeat and let depression or anger and sadness win, like for example, I was taught that depression will fight for itself. So like let's say we're depressed, it's gonna say, stay inside, don't call your friends, be alone. When really like the cure to it is to go outside and to call your friends, right? Or to like, you know, break yourself out of that cycle. Joseph, you're not wrong. I can condition myself if I choose to go through those extremities. I have become so much better because of my new job. Doing landscaping requires me to be outside in all weathers, in all extremes, like no matter how much it's raining or how much it's snowing or it's cold. So I am becoming more tolerant to some otherwise considered intolerant environments. So that training does kind of like change you. So I imagine if I am to practice the cold water baths, like really cold, that I will like get tolerant or like condition and be able to handle that a lot more. Some would make jokes about having thicker skin, right? That indication after going through those extremities. Almost done caught up. Nice, Alex, that sounds great. I've never heard of those locations to scuba dive at, but I'm definitely open. I think I'd dive just about anywhere. Seavid. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. It's kind of incognito. Can the AI detect that? Maybe. I've never liked the bathtub pillows. I've tried them. Those little inflatable pillow things, they are not fun. I just don't like them. Oh my god, you clever little butt. Yeah, gimmick. Oh my god, that's so naughty, especially when you know what that word means. Oh man, heavy, heavy, heavy. Beautiful. Beautiful. I have a loophole around this. I've decided that on my website, like that's away from here, aka OF, there's like less rules. So I'm going to attempt to see, you can say, the boundaries. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Scorpio. Gracias, gracias. Aho. Aho. Man. I have so many questions and I would like things to be easily answered without having to learn the hard way. It's just like not fair. It feels like that's not fair. So trial and error is the way until the way is clear and known. Aw. I bet you have to wear a wetsuit then, Joseph. Is that true? Since it doesn't ever get any warmer than 80 degrees in the water, like what temperature do you require a wetsuit? Ush, ush, ush. Sana, sana, sana. Cura, cura, cura. Limpia, limpia, limpia. De nada. You're so lucky. Lucky boy. Enjoy it, bro. It's gonna be nice. Oh my god, the freedom. The freedom. Once you've experienced like certain locations right now, like your eyes are open to just like how wonderful it really is. That's a funny comment. I used to be someone who would say that same line that I don't believe in wetsuits. However, after experiencing super cold water and like feeling like I can't go in the water in Florida and then like being able to due to my awesome suit, I mean, it kind of, you know, changes you a little bit. You start to appreciate it because there's nothing that holds you back from being able to enjoy the water, you know? Something that I like to always say all the time is like what we don't think about too is like, even though we have a wetsuit on, the water is seeping through the wetsuit. So eventually that coldness is going to reach you. You're going to be a little bit more warmer. However, at the same time, like you still got to deal with that initially, right? So many requests. There's so many like individuals who want to like demand and tell you do this, do that, and there's not even money in hand or like any incentives. You got an incentive for me like, you know, doing all your magic tricks you want me to do on the snap of your fingers? How about $300? Go. How do you like it? Do you want to be told what to do? I don't think so. So don't do it to me. Just let me play and be in the water on my own. Ah, that's so nice. Enjoy it, bro. So nice. You better go in that water. Walk on the ocean. What else? Oh my god, get some crab legs, man. It's so easy to get crab there. It's a job to find crabs here, man. I love to eat crab legs. It's like my favorite food in the world. Yeah. Decky gets it. Decky always has like super great compassion and understanding. I'm sorry. I can only tolerate so much before my voice must be heard. Si, senor. Yeah. I hear that. I've never scuba dived there in New Jersey. However, I can only imagine. Nice. Nice. Are you going all the way down to marker 0 in the keys? Decky's an angel. This means I-L-Y. I love you. This is American Sign Language for I love you. This is rock on, or devil horns, right? This is I love you. Very different. Let's see the L. I-L-Y. Yellow. I love you. Yeah. So many rules. My inner professional wrestler wants to leg drop every single individual who tries to tell me what to do. Huzzah! And we'll make that noise every time we leg drop. Huzzah! 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 Maybe we could have like a pirate gimmick. And I'd be like, argh! Come in with the elbows. Has that been done before? Has someone done a pirate gimmick? Like a pro wrestler who's like total full pirate mode. Like 100%. Yeah, the spot. I can only do it with this hand. Oh man, there's gonna be so much water. When summer comes around, we have a few locations here that I have discovered that are perfect open water areas. However, like this is the worst. Excuse my judgment, but I'm calling it the worst weather for going in the water. It's not very fun. Oh my god. Joseph! Bro. Yeah. Hey. Yee-hoo. Oh my god. I'm like, alright, since you guys are learning that one, let's teach you another, okay? Alright. So, this might be a little inappropriate, but also none of us would exist. Remember, none of us would exist without this. Let's try to get this just right. Alright, so you take 2 I love yous, and you put them together like this. And then this is like making love. Isn't that cool? My bathtub is totally getting overly full. Yeehaw! Hey ho, nobody home. Meat nor drink nor money have I none. Still I will be merry, very merry. Hey ho, nobody home. Meat nor drink have I none. Still I will be merry, very merry. Nobody home. Eat nor drink nor none. Still I will be merry, very merry. And I don't get it. I don't get it, Joseph. We might need to have like a video chat and have you like show me. Like, what do you mean? Calling someone a weenie? Like, is that really an insult? Yeah, I'm a bubble maker. Joseph. Also, totally like just found out today and was able to go live on that other interface that I will call OF. I'm not even sure if saying the total name of OF is totally appropriate. Or like you could say legal, right? Like, are we allowed? Are we allowed? I remember like on old webcams, like places like you weren't allowed to mention the name of other places that did the same thing. Hello, Patrick. Welcome aboard. I will find a way. I love you very much. I'm so grateful for the time spent together. I will be coming back. I'm planning on coming back here. Not in the office. I will be playing the harp, maybe playing Patrick, which is my steel tongue drum. I have named my green steel tongue drum Patrick. And I think that's about it. I have many plans, many things up my sleeve. However, you know me, I enjoy patience, long suffering, waiting. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. What makes like this artificial intelligence like so difficult is like most of these corporations, like you can't even talk to a real person. You can't call them and be like, hey, can I say this word on your stream, or am I gonna get banned for saying that I don't want to get an injection, or you know what I mean? Like, what's the rules? Like, do we have to be so careful in our language? Do I have to say injection instead of saying the thing? You know? Questionable. I have this song I've been wanting to sing that I learned from like someone else who is singing the song, and it goes to the song of she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes, but it goes, you can stick your I can't even say what it says without like risking getting everything deleted and shut down. So but it's an amazing song. And I had this fantasy, okay? I had this fantasy, and I only thought of one way that I could make it happen. So I thought a safe way to do it is I could be like, hey, like call everybody, right? Hey, you, can I use your Instagram or your Snapchat or your Facebook? Can I use one of your social medias, and can I go live and sing my song in hopes that everyone will record my song and start singing my song and not be afraid to lose their accounts? Like, and then I had this idea that maybe like people could give me their login information to their account, and then like I could go live on their account and I could sing the song and post the song. And then each time I do it on someone's account, like the song is gonna sound different, right? Like my tone will be different, or I'll have more confidence, or like something like that. The joys of living in like this new snowflake kind of world, you know? Like, I don't enjoy any form of censorship. And like, if someone is like in a low level, right? Or like they don't understand, or they're talking bad about a certain population, or there's like judgment or like some type of ignorance, right? Like, I have belief that these things should be safe to openly share their ideas, right? Like they can say, I don't like this person and because of this, you know? And then like through them being safe to say that, we could say, hey, actually, these people aren't all like this, or like, you know, you're really blind right now and have no idea what you're talking about. But maybe there's like gentle way of saying that, right? And giving them a chance to learn without being afraid, you know, to speak or be themselves and express. You know, isn't that better? Wouldn't you prefer that? Why would you shame someone for like their childish nature of not knowing? Maybe they were abused by the like kind of people that they're segregating and saying they don't like, right? Maybe they're like, I don't like priests. Maybe they're molested, you know, and there's a reason that their subconscious mind is so brave to just speak out loud to you and be like, straight up, I don't like this group of people. You know, we have to give like wiggle room. And if you're one of those people that's like, I don't like this, you know, try to find a way to love that thing, you know, or to really love you why you don't like people who abuse children or whatever it is, you know. And I love to work with people individually on these like triggers and these things. And I'm a big believer that like we are one. So like as you work on you and you heal that within yourself and you learn to really master that and live with that, then you can kind of like pass the torch and grandfather me. And you know, just like me, I can go through my sufferings, my addictions, my abuse, my suffering, and then I can heal and use this instrument or this tool to get better. And then I can share this with you, like, hey, I went through that same struggle, and what I did is I went for a run every day. you know, or like something like that, you know, and each person's going to be different. Like going for a run every day isn't going to be something that's going to work for everybody, you know, and some people, you know, will really feel defeated or start to get out of breath and really like start to judge and hate themselves because of the conditions that they're in. However, there's a great need for compassion and most of all acceptance, and most of all loving acceptance, meaning being able to accept and not just like accept, like, it's hard to give language to that, or like the way that I would like to express it. So I'm tempted to just let it go. But the energy or the vibration is to, I want to say again, lovingly accept, okay? And I'm like, you don't know what that means. Like accepting and not ignoring, like, you know, there's a difference between that, like we accept and we just look the other way. And then there's like acceptance where we're like, oh, I am understanding why this person is so angry and sad, or I want to ask questions so I can know this better. Or like maybe speaking to them, be like, it seems like you're upset because of this, and you're saying this, and this is what it means to me. Like it's called mirroring, mirroring, mirroring. It's like a communication technique where like I say something and then you repeat back what you heard. And it can be in your own words. And then sometimes, like, believe it or not, communication gets messed up. And like the other person will say something that you totally didn't say. Like they twisted your words and misinterpreted you. And sometimes there needs to be clarification made. And a lot of times that can't be done in text messages or with words. That's where that nonverbal communication comes in, right? Woo! Hey, again, Joseph, compassion for those individuals, okay? A lot of people, they do weaponize healing tools and then use them as instruments to make money or to gain status. However, again, having compassion, why do they feel like they need attention? Why do they feel like they need like someone else's energy? Why do they need to distract themselves with another person? Like having compassion for those injuries or those boo-boos or just those human aspects, you know? Like we all have a need for like acceptance, validation, and support, right? And kind of like being okay or safe to kind of say, hey, I have this need. And then most of all, like someone who has the ability, the responsibility, the ability to respond, the power, right? Great power comes great responsibility. So it's a choice on how we choose to show up. And sometimes we are activated or triggered, right? We're in this emotional state, this fight, flight, or this pattern of response, which has become normalized to us. And we're unable to operate from a place of, you could say, not sleeping, right? Like it's automatic. It's like a robot, not even trying. And here we go. But it's all work, you know? You know what's funny? Something that I don't really understand about some of the aquaphiles here, okay? That if you feel brave enough to like answer and reply, and if you feel spoken to, like you're an aquaphile, like why tell me to go make a video now of me like wearing jeans when there's like hundreds of free videos of me in jeans? Like why do you need another one? And like why right now? Like is it like because you have power, like because you can tell someone what to do and then like they obey you and that's erotic? It makes you feel like excited that you have power. I just don't get it. Like just look at another jeans video. Like what's so hard about that? I don't understand. And like think about this. Like think about all the times that something has been done so great. Like let's say I produced an amazing video of that, right? Or not just me, like we could even say like certain big movies, right? And then they do them again. Like, are they really better once we've done them again? Or like, do we technically almost always say that the original was way better? You know what I mean? Like, why would we try to mirror or imitate and be something different, you know? Stu! Aww, Decky! We'll have to have like a you could say like a religious or like maybe that's not the best word, what would you call that, reoccurring, something like that, you know, like it happens every year. Like we could do that every year for your birthday, Decky. We could be like, Decky. Hey brother, amen, Alex. Happy birthday, wet look. Don't be so gloomy, and don't use manipulation tactics. It's not cool to use emotional reasoning. Emotional reasoning, look that up. It's a cognitive distortion, okay? You do not use your emotion, like, I mean, there's gray area between using your emotions to see what's appropriate, but emotional reasoning, okay? Just consider it, okay? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I love Joseph's point. God, I like that. Yeah. I'm younger. Don't you like young girls? Get on there. Go away. You know. Oh God. Just leave me alone. Right? Like that. Just stop. Sweet, I will accept your friend request. I will. That's cool, Nathaniel. That's cool. I'm trying to consider like which rate of price that I would consider wearing shorts in water. Because normally, if you do a custom video, like you pay me to make you a video, and let's say you want a minute of me underwater holding my breath, right? 1 minute. Maybe you want 2 minutes, maybe you want 3. It's gonna be $100 per minute for that custom video. If that's too much for you, please go away. That's what I'm saying. Stop harassing me, find someone else, you know? Like, that's all I can say. And then if someone wants like a private like video chat and we're doing like guided meditation or like maybe just chit chatting, I'm usually $2 per minute. So I'll throw that out there. It might be more affordable to do, you know, the like video chat thing. Just to throw that out there. Cause like if it's if it's a recorded video, you get to enjoy the content over and over and over again. So you get to watch me hold my breath for 3 minutes, like over and over and over again for 300, right? Unless like you benefit from someone else who has paid and I have been granted permission from that individual to supply you with the content that they chose to create with me. Or should I say co-create, right? Because like they had this idea that I'm going to hold my breath and I'm going to use these particular goggles, or I'm going to wear this particular outfit, or I'm going to do dunks, or I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, or I'm going to read this script. Oh my God. Speaking of script, you guys, okay. Those of you who are into professional wrestling, like I think you're going to love what I'm about to do. And I know I love what I'm about to do, okay? And I am so built up and so ready. Like, and I'm ready to be ready kind of thing. So I'm excited. I'll just say it involves, I feel like we're in such a politically correct world now that like I can't even say my wrestling name. Like how awful is that? I can say Toxic, but the other part, can I say the other part? Someone else want to drop that in the comments? What's Toxic's last name? Anyway, I want to do a role play of being Toxic, the clown, and kind of talking back on regards of your spoiled brat plus this other gimmick. I don't want to give away all the details, but I have some funny things in line while also being a total heel. Again, total heel. Totally gonna make you hate me, and like so great at making you hate me. Like best acting, right? Super ego, right? It's gonna be magical. And I'm still working on the framework how I want to approach this, but I definitely want to come in with the aspect of comedy, and that's important to me, while also like being true to the character. I have a new hairstyle every time you take a dunk underwater. Oh my God, May 5th. I can remember that. Yes. Dude, I totally need to drink water. I'm so dehydrated. I need to get out of here. I said I was going to go away like not too long ago. And then I got excited with the conversation and the beautiful company and just all the positive energy here. It's kind of intoxicating, you know? If you take time to watch this video from the beginning, you will get so many of the questions you have asked answered. Oh my God, Joseph, who are you? You're like one of the only people who understands like all the different levels of my personality and my attitude, you know? I can't even see past them sometimes, man. There's just so much heat. Like, imagine even your real friends. Even your real friends believe you are really your spoiled brat. Like that. Like that. Like, can't even see you. Like, literally thinks that you're the evilest, heeliest heel of the heelest. Excuse the green marquee comments, okay? But it do be like that, okay? What does that stand for, Decky? Please let out. I don't know. I can't solve the mystery. Is it ploof? What are you saying? What are you saying? I probably could have kept going, but my eyes are actually irritated from like opening and then trying to close them underwater and trying to get them to relax. And it was seeming to like take forever to get all the little bubbles out from my eye. And that was also really annoying, to like be patient as you're like feeling those sensations while simultaneously trying to be relaxed and be underwater. Okay. Ploof. Okay. Yes, that's what Deku was trying to say. Aww. Heaven just gained another helper, huh? Another hero. I love the community that we have here right now. Like stop. Don't stop. Aho. Sana, 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 sana. Kusha, 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 kusha. Kusha, kusha. Seke, seke, seke. Kusha, kusha, kusha. Te quiero cantar con todo el amor. Te quiero cantar con todo el amor. En el nombre de Yahweh te quiero rezar. En el nombre de mi Dios te quiero cantar. Para que mi alma siempre fluya siempre en ti. Para que mi alma siempre fluya siempre en ti. Oh. Me ask a question. I instantly wanted to go like silly, meaningless questions, like heads or tails, or like if you could have a rubber ducky of any color, what color would it be? Go. Yeah, it's like one of the best songs. Like I have it in my head, so in my opinion, I'm not singing it as well as the curandero. However, it's still just as comforting as like when I sing it. Te quiero hoy cantar con el corazón, porque sé que vives aquí mi corazón. Cura, cura, cura. Sana, sana, sana. Cure, cure, cure. Heal, heal, heal. Te quiero cantar con todo el amor. Te quiero cantar con todo el amor. Oh my god, is that what you do? Or you mean like just in this space, you're a commenter? Or are you like a wrestling commenter? Or are you like a commenter like Angry Joe? I choose to listen. And I choose to see. Ah, beso. Gracias. Stop it! Don't. Are you serious? Like, part of me wishes you were joking. I thought you were joking. I thought you were just being like a heel. And just like, you know, pretend. I'm like, Joseph, confirm it. Call it. Is it true? I haven't Googled it. I'm not going to Google it yet. Is it real? Is this real life? Te quiero cantar. Heard. 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 Yeah. Gracias. Gracias, gracias. Limpia, limpia. Cura, cura. Sana, sana. Kusha, kusha. Ay. Porque te quiero tanto. Porque te quiero tanto. Porque te quiero tanto. Con todo mi corazón. Hey, Anna, hey, Naomi. Because I love you so much. Because I love you so much. Because I love you so much. With all of my heart. Hey, Anna, hey, Naomi. Yeah, I'll give us a dunk. And if I'm giving us a dunk, I'm going to give us my favorite dunk. Ready for my favorite dunk? Alright, so you go like this, and then you go like this. Like that. That's the best. I look like almost like a cartoon character, right? What is this? It's like anime. Hey, shh. It's not a matter if someone's voice sounds good or bad. It's about that they feel safe or enjoy to be like a baby, right? And stimulate, I want to say the vagus nerve. There's something else that it stimulates. Is it the thorax? I don't know. I read about it in trauma. But basically, it's very helpful and soothing for a baby, or for us, even humans, right? Humans, to go, ah, goo goo gaga, ooh, ah, like make noise. Like it's supposed to feel good to our body, to like vibrate and make noise. Hey, what do you think, Stu? You like the hairdo? Cousin it. Yeah, dude, I actually love the Addams Family. I also love this, like the sensation of having hair. Like when I had short hair, I miss this. Like, especially like being able to go slow and like really feel every sensation of how the hair like slowly moves and expresses itself. Like that. I like that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Lean back. Okay, I'm serious this time. I've almost given you an hour of my time for like free, completely free. You could say I made almost $5, but you know YouTube's gonna take like 40 or 60% of that. I'm not really sure. Who cares, right? It's the thought that counts, right? But I could take this time to also plug myself again and say, hey, if you actually sat through this the entire time, you may enjoy to commission, aka pay me for a custom video, or a one-on-one session, This price of $2 per minute is not forever, okay? It's not. It is not. However, I really love my work. And if I didn't love what I do, I probably would not do all the things I do. But I really love being underwater. Like, it's not for the money. Like, this is just true heart, man. Oh, bro. Hey, stop it. No, don't stop. I'm blushing. Stop it. Hey. Gracias. Ay, I can't even. The shower of love is too much. It's too much. Ay. Gracias. Like, I just wish I had the freedom to just like tell you just how much more valuable your contributions became once I have made the choice to not have an injection and simultaneously live in the state of Washington. Like, if you only knew how real the struggle has become. unless I return to my old ways, which I choose not to do, which could be so easy to do, right? And there are like gray areas where this can be played, right? However, like, I'm still defining those boundaries where I want to go and what I want to do. So through you supporting me right now, like, it's so much more valuable, I guess you could say, because I guess you could say I was naive. I didn't fully understand. I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't mindful. I was sleeping. You could say I was sleeping, like, you know, I was dreaming. I wasn't here. Not in my body. I wasn't awake, or I wasn't conscious, right? So, thank you. Also, the fact that, like, I have individuals in my life who aren't so close-minded and choose to completely withdraw themselves from me because I have made this decision for my body. You know what I mean? And again, like, to be able to have a platform to just totally be open discussion about that. The fact that we can't even legally discuss this, like that is the most cringy part of all of this, especially with the idea that I am living in America, like, right, free speech. Like, whoa, you know? Whoa. Like, that, my inner child is like so confused, like blown away. Like, literally, how can, like my inner child is like almost so innocent, it doesn't understand how, like, that can even exist, you know? It's like someone who will, like, hurt animals. It's like, how could you do that, and why would you ever, like, you know? Like, at the same time, like, I guess you could say I have grown to understand why people might hurt animals, you know, because they don't feel safe to hurt a person or themselves, or like they got issues or there's trauma, right? But at the same time, like, again, the innocence of the heart of, like, not really knowing. But thank you. And I would also like to say, personally to you, Joseph, like, thank you for being here, because your energy contributed to me actually having a really positive experience and not just having, like, sexual harassment or any form of, like, again, control or abuse or manipulation. Like, you were playful, you were kind, you were complimentary, and I don't know, it was kind. And that's, to me, that's what's up, man. I'd like to have that. I am ignoring you because you are harassing me. You are an individual who has harassed me and has only told me what to do and have no incentives. None. You can't even be kind. You don't even say please. You don't even want to learn how to say please, or how to, there's a book for you. It's called How to Have Impossible Conversations. Look it up. Sorry to be a heel, like, or like intolerant, or not be able to be the most holy best person that I wish I could be, okay? But I have the intention, you know, and I know that, like, good intentions isn't always the best thing. But at the same time, I am. Bro, I'm with you. I, like, really resonate with your Superman image too, because like I like to think that like I'm operating from that place. And I also try not to do those things just so that I can say that I'm Superman, you know what I mean? And I think that that's really important, like why I'm doing it. Oh, thank you. I'm not sure like exactly what time it is here. It might be like 5, 6, maybe earlier. Like, I wonder if there's a way. I can't even check. I can't even check. I love you so much. I'm so thankful. I also want to also let it know, like let it be known, like rephrase, right? You can send me an email or like a message on Instagram, and like you can even say in the message or whatever, like you said on YouTube, I can do this. You know what I mean? Like remind me if you need to, or if you feel important to say so. And like just know that that's like that's free. You know what I mean? Like if you need someone to talk to, or you want to like discuss something, like I'm pretty open to that. A lot of times I do prefer platforms where I can record my voice or something like that, because like my brain, like I'm overstimulated, and you could say it's because of like trauma or like unskillfulness, ADHD. I mean, there's a million different labels and stories that can be done. But if you need me to go slower, I can go slow. Sometimes it's a job. But I'm open and I'm thankful, and like I do feel like I have some more things I want to throw down, but like I don't want to count my chickens, or like rephrase again, total mess up. I don't want to count my eggs before I count my chickens, you know, like that. So I'd rather be patient. My brain always reminds me every time I say the word patient that patience inside the scripture is long suffering. I've always laughed at that internally, like the irony. Like, of course patience is long suffering. You're like waiting eternally. Or it feels like that in the moment, right? You're like, I just want to kiss right now. Or I just want to punch something. And feeling like you're held back and you can't, or there's not time, or there's no place, or there's no connection. It's 8:15 my time. If it's 8:15 your time, it would be 5:15 my time if you're in Florida or like that side of the coast. So yeah, I also really like, Joseph, that you use the word earnest. I think that's an interesting word. It actually makes me want to watch the Ernest movies too. I've been thinking about those lately. Well, again, before I get sucked into another portal here, I'm going to officially disconnect. Again, I will be back, and like just let silence say like all the things that need to be said. Man, I can feel the presence of an individual who like knows me really well, and like I can't hide behind this smile and this gimmick, and that they see like in my eye, like, you know, like they see, you can say like the turmoil or like the suffering or like what I've been going through. And I'm thankful for that individual that's here. However, at the same time, like maybe we should talk privately. And thank you. Yes, sir. All right. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Ho'oponopono. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Oh.